We're back here in between games on day one from the Papa's Pizza tournament at Sweet Johnson Stadium in Eugene as the Doc Stewarts get ready for their second game of the day. And we get to catch up with some more of the Docs. We haven't gotten a chance to do many of these here as of late, so wanted to start making up some time and getting a chance to talk to some of these players as we get our Roseburg Disposal pregame show back underway for our second game of the day. Joining us is Ever Lamb from South Umpqua High School. Ever, first I wanted to ask you, last game, a little bit of a tough finish for you. You had a great pitching game, but one pitch ends up costing everything there. Is that the first time you think you've ever given up a game-winning home run like that?
Yeah, it is. It was a tough one, but we played a good game.
Yeah.
We just got beat in one inning, and that's what happens sometimes.
Yeah, that was I think the first time I've ever seen a game end like that personally, and at this level, and so that was kind of interesting. But the way you guys performed this last week down in Medford, some really quality teams down there that you guys were able to face off against, and how do you feel that kind of turns the page for the rest of what you guys have coming up? As July is kind of hanging around right around the corner.
Yeah, I think we're starting to compete better as a team. We battled through the heat, and our pitchers did great all tournament. Went all of them complete games from the starters, and I think our hitters starting to do better, and our fielders making less errors, and all together we're just competing better. Yeah,
it's been really looking good, and obviously you guys are going to look to try and show pretty well here today in this Papa's Pizzas tournament. But this summer, you having fun being back on Doc Stewart's again and getting to continue to play some baseball, not wore out after a long spring season?
Yeah, this has probably been my most fun year so far of Docs, playing with these guys for my third year, and I pretty much played with them all my whole life, and I'm just having fun playing with them.
Yeah. Looking at kind of where things are going for you, I know that college is in the distance on the horizon for you. But looking back, you wrapped up time at South Umpqua High School, senior year. How'd it go for you? Looking back on it, what are going to be some of the things you remember the most from senior year?
It was probably the best senior year I could imagine. We did great in baseball, won the chipper, and it was fun playing with my teammates one last time, and I wouldn't want to end it any other way.
Yeah. The championship game, what'd you get to do in the championship game? I don't remember looking at the stats for that one. Did you get to pitch in that game, or were you in the field?
I played center that game.
Okay.
And got one RBI, but I'll take it.
Yeah, one RBI is better than none, and you're obviously helping the team win in that spot. You been used really only as a pitcher here this summer. You miss playing in the field a little bit, or?
Yeah, but I'm just trying to focus on my pitching for college, since that's all I'm going to be doing in college, and getting better every day at my craft, so I'll be ready to go when college comes.
Is it weird to just kind of focus in on one specific aspect of the game?
Yeah, it's a little different, especially coming from high school, but I enjoy it. It's easier to focus on one thing than both.
Yeah. Do you what do you feel like your pitching strengths are when it comes to kind of what works well for you, what you think has enticed college coaches to bring you in there at Lynn Benton Community College? What about your pitching game is kind of translating for the next level?
I think I command my fastball really well and have a good slider to go off that on the outside corner, and it's been working good for me the past couple games.
Yeah. What's your favorite pitch?
Definitely my fastball.
Yeah. You working on anything new? You try to ever add anything to the repertoire?
I think I'm going to try to add in a 12-6 just to take a lot of speed off.
Yeah, that's a pretty good pitch there. It's worked well for some guys there at the big leagues at times. Lynn Benton Community College is going to be the future for you there. How excited are you a chance to continue playing?
I'm excited. I go up in the end of August. Practice starts September 1st, and I'll be living with Kate up there, so that'll be fun.
Nice.
I'll enjoy it.
I've already talked to him, so I guess you won't maybe get to spoil that part. But so is it sure thing for him? Last time I think I talked to him, it wasn't quite sure if that was going to be the future for him.
Yeah, he hasn't told me yet what's going on, but he's working on it, so I hope he can get in there.
Yeah. All right. Well, that sounds good. What you got any kind of studies that you're looking at trying to focus on, or is it just general stuff to start out for you?
I'm going to go for business management to keep my horizons open, and try to get a job after that I enjoy, but I haven't decided what I want to go into yet.
Yeah. On the mound, what velocity? Where are you at with that?
Well, I haven't really been radar this year. Okay. At the beginning of Doc's tryouts last year, I was at 89, so I'd guess I'm probably around 90.
Yeah.
Right in there.
With your fastball. Yeah. Okay. Nice. Did you see a lot of growth from last summer to this summer? You feel like you saw a lot of growth with what you did out there?
Yeah. When I got injured in Docs last summer, my velo went down a lot, but I did a lot of physical therapy and training and all that, and I'm starting to get back right to where I was, but a little bit better.
Okay. We've got July coming up here, where things really start to kind of ramp up for the season. You'll start getting into some league games, and then obviously the AAA tournament is going to be looming at the end of the year. What's the big thing you feel like is going to be needed for this team going here into the month of July?
I think we need to have our pitchers keep going deep games as long as they can, and our hitters to back them up in defense, and then we'll be fine. We've been doing it these past couple games, and if we keep it rolling, then we'll be just fine.
All right. Everlam, appreciate it. Best of luck the rest of the way, and look forward to seeing you out there again.
Thanks, Jay.
All right. Everlam joining us here in between games. We'll have our second game of the day coming up in just a few here on 541radio.com and on the Score, 92.3 FM at 1490 AM.
It's Chris. 2016, I got lymphoma stage 3 cancer and went through radiation for 6 months. I was exhausted all the time. And that's when I found One Peak Medical. My family life got better because I was more attentive and more energy. Because of One Peak Medical, I'm back doing everything I love to do.
Hormone balancing can help with fatigue, anxiety, pain, and much more. Call or book online today at onepeakmedical.com.
Deciding where to purchase your next vehicle is just as important as At Roseburg Honda, our seasoned staff is dedicated to matching you with the right car. From sales to service, our goal is to make sure all of your needs are met, and you leave our dealership feeling good every time you visit. No need to waste your valuable time driving up and down the freeway when the ultimate car buying experience is right here at home. Roseburg Honda. We treat you like family.
Get ready to satisfy your dessert cravings with Mountain Mike's new mini churros. These delicious bite-sized churros are the perfect dessert to pair with your favorite Mountain Mike's pizza, made with only the freshest and finest ingredients, dough made fresh daily with 100% whole milk mozzarella cheese, and toppings to the edge. For limited time only, get 16 mini churros for the whole family for only $4.99. Don't wait. Order yours today for dine-in, carry-out, or delivery.
Looking for more local sports coverage? CBS Sports Radio 1490 The Score has you covered. Check out our homepage at 541radio.com for sports stories, scores, and podcasts. And follow us on social media. 1490 The Score is on Twitter, Facebook, and Instagram. And take the station with you wherever you go with the 541 Radio app. Download the app in your smartphone's app store and get access to a live stream of the station, sports stories, podcasts, and easy messaging with the station and others.
Welcome back here to Sweet Johnson Stadium as we get ready to go for Game 2 of the day. First time that we've had back-to-back games in a doubleheader format for the Docs this season. And it's not that I forgot how much of a scramble it is, but, kind of had forgotten how much of a scramble it can be in between games. So the Doc Stewarts are the home team in today's matchup, which means I've filled out the wrong side of my scorebook. And we'll get things underway while I continue to put it all together. First pitch outside from Dominic Tourn. Dominic Tourn on the mound for the Doc Stewarts today, the left-handed thrower. He will face off against Nick Frith, the center fielder for this post-58 Crushers team out of the Salem-Keizer area. Nick Frith. Well, I'm probably going to want to say Firth, but it is written down as Frith, and he takes a big cut on the 2-0 pitch from Dominic Tourn. We'll try to get an understandable and a version that you can follow of the starting lineups here in this first inning. A ground ball by Frith goes to Sebastian Watson. Knocked it down, will not make a play on it. A routine ground ball right at him, and he misplays it there. So the Doc Stewarts will let the leadoff man get on with their first error of the day. Did not commit one in Game 1. They will do so here in Game 2. So the post-58 Crushers, I believe out of Area 3? Yeah, Area 3. They get the leadoff man on base with nobody out. Up to bat will be Robbie Brockamp, who was the second baseman, stands in with an 0-1 count on the first pitch. Miss inside. Knocks Hubbard up there. Excuse me, it's Parker Burke back behind the plate here for game 2. Came up throwing. Does not get it to in time. Out to second base. And so in safely will go Frith to second base on the wild pitch. 1-1 count to Brockkamp. Dominic Totone's 1-1 pitch. Runner going immediately. That ball popped up in the air towards center field. Going to have to put the brakes on. Frith going to race back to second. The throw from Dunn will not get there in time to double him off, as Brockkamp will fly out to center field.
Number 34, first baseman Tanner Manning.
One away with a runner still at second base. Frith, he got an early jump on that one. Was heading for third base trying to steal, but had to be pulled back to second base to tag up. One out. The 3 hitters, Tanner Manning. A back pick to, or a pickoff throw to second base. Tag applied by Sebastian Watson, but not in time. So Tanner Manning, the first baseman, batting for post 58 with 1 on and 1 out. He fouls off the first pitch he sees from Dominic Totone. Dom gave up an error, got the first runner on base for the Crushers. Dom so far has still not given up a hit. He does catch the outside edge for a strike. An 0-2 count here for Manning. Behind the plate, Parker Burke catching for the Docs. The 0-2 pitch to Tanner Manning. Dom sets, the lefty delivers, swing and a miss for strike 3. That's a strikeout. First of the game for Dominic Totone. It's another One Peak Medical strikeout for Docs pitchers this season. Don't strike out with your medical needs. If you've been waiting months to see a doctor, well, check out onepeakmedical.com to book your appointment today. That's One Peak Medical. They're accepting new patients and covered by most insurances. Manning goes down with the strikeout. It'll bring up the pitcher, Caleb Boyles. Swing and a miss, strike 1 on the first pitch. The 0-1 pitch from Totone, high and away, 1-1 count. Making our way through this lineup card, filling them out pretty much as we go here. 1-1 pitch from Dom, misses inside. 2-1 count for Caleb Boyles, who bats with runner at second base when 2 away here in the top of the first. Second game of the day for the Docs, who will try to go to 2-0 quickly and take an early lead in Pool B in the Papa's Pizza Tournament. Dom steps off. Two-one pitch for Dom. Strike 2 on a swing and a miss. No DH in the lineup for this Crushers team today. 2-2 pitch for Dom. Foul ball. Dribbles towards the third base side. Dom trying to finish it off here, a 2-2 pitch with 2 away and a runner at second. Stepping off, the throw not going to go to second base. Sebastian Watson there, but Dom elects not to throw. Out at second base, Nick Frith dancing around out there, trying to draw the attention of Dominic Totone. The 2-2 delivery. Misses low. Makes it a full count to Caleb Boyles, the pitcher for the Crushers. Two count, 15 pitches so far here in the first inning for Dom. Looks back to second, does not make the throw that direction. Trying to wrap it up here against the number 4 hitter, Caleb Boyles. Breaking ball, strike 3, got him. Boyles goes down looking, watches a breaking ball hit the outside corner, and he will walk back to the dugout to get his glove and take the mound. In the top of the first, no runs, no hits, 1 error, and 1 runner left on base. Docs will come up to bat in the bottom of the first. We'll have a look at their lineup when we return on 541radio.com and on the score, 92.3 FM and 1490 AM.
Hey there, sports fans. Thanks for watching this local sporting event online at 541radio.com. Did you know there's more than one way to watch games online? You can watch games on your laptop or desktop computer, your tablet, or even your smartphone just by going to 541radio.com. But we also use YouTube to stream all of our video broadcasts, which means you could be watching this game on your big screen TV with a number of different streaming devices. You can stream our live YouTube broadcast through your PlayStation or Xbox gaming device, or through streaming devices like Google Chromecast, Apple TV, or Roku. There's plenty of ways to follow this live local sporting event. Plus, you can find past events archived on 1490 The Score's YouTube channel. Find us on YouTube and subscribe today to keep up with the latest in local sports coverage.
Welcome you back for the bottom of the first inning. Doc Stewart's batting lineup. Your Cooper's Pest Control starting lineup for the Docs. Cade Johnson, the shortstop, leading off, followed by Sebastian Watson, the second baseman. Jace Johnson will DH in the 3 spot for starting pitcher Dominic Tourn. Evan Corbin plays at first. He will bat cleanup, followed by Daniel Withers playing at third base. Parker Burke, the catcher, will bat 6th, followed by the left fielder Eli Jacobs. Braxton Dill playing in right field, batting 8th, and the 9-hitter is Carson Dunn, today's starting center fielder for the Doc Stewarts. That is your Cooper's Pest Control starting lineup for your Roseburg Dr. Stewarts. When you're looking for the best defense, call Cooper's Pest Control to protect your home from those summer bugs. Cooper's Pest Control, your locally owned bug assassins. Call them at 673-0363.
Leading off the bottom of the first inning for the Roseburg Doc
So it'll
Stewarts,
be
number 1,
Cade Johnson.
Cade Johnson.
That'll dig in after having 2 hits in the first game of the day for the Docs against the Showtime Baseball Club. First pitch, showed a bunt, pulled it back, takes for ball 1. Caleb Boyles on the mound. Starting a right-hander on the bump for this Crushers team. Misses outside, a 2-0 count. Out of his windup, Boyles delivers. Drops down to about a 3/4 arm slot. His breaking ball there carried well outside to the right-handed hitter, Cade Johnson. And Johnson ahead, 3 balls, no strikes here against. Low pitch, ball 4. Leadoff man gets on with a walk. Words that'll make every coach out there cringe when they hear
Now
it.
batting number 2, second baseman Sebastian
Cade Johnson
Watson.
on safely. Sebastian Watson will bat. First pitch takes on the outside corner for a called strike. Scoring to bunt. Watson gets it down third base side. Bare hand throw to first. Not going to be there in time. Sebastian Watson with a bunt single on the third base line. Gets on safely. Docs with runners at first and second. Nobody out, and that is your first hit of the ball game for the Docs. Every first hit presented by MSK True Value. Make sure that you don't swing and miss with your next project. Head to MSK True Value and Building Supply located in Myrtle Creek and Tri-City. First and second. Nobody out. Doc's looking to try and take an early lead. Scoring to bunt, Jace Johnson. Had 2 extra base hits in game 1. He watches that ball end up outside for ball 1. Jace running the roster up here for us in between games, and he is dealing with a little bit of arm soreness, so they've got him DHing today but not playing in the field. A 1-0 pitch. He takes for ball 2. Jace would normally be your starting third baseman, but a bit on the shelf today. And also they're waiting for the return of Austin Takahashi as well, who can play at third. Strike taken, a 2-1 count. It's kind of scary to think where this team could be if they are completely healthy. They've shown how versatile a lot of the guys they have on the roster can be. They just need them all to be here. The 2-1 is in for a called strike on the outside corner. Squaring to bunt, Johnson pulled it back and took for strike 2. The addition of Daniel Withers has been big in his performance. Coming up from Pepsi has given this team a lot of flexibility while they deal with some of these injuries. There's a 2-2 pitch. Misses inside. Full count. Full count pitch to Jace Johnson. Nobody out. Runners at first and second. Jace pops it up in the air. It's going to stay on the infield. The infield fly rule is in effect. That ball caught by the first baseman, tailing into the outfield grass. And there's one away.
Up to bat for Roseburg, number 12, first baseman Evan Corbin.
Brings up Evan Corbin, the first baseman for the Docs. Corbin bats with 1 out, 2 on. On the mound, Caleb Boyles delivers the first pitch outside for ball 1. Well, it's not easy for hitters, but what we've seen out of Boyles so far, you want to try and be patient at the plate. Not swinging at pitches outside the zone, but obviously got to protect the zone. Taking at the knees, Evan Corbin will have a 1-1 count. I thought so. Scoreboard had jumped out to a 2-0 count there. The 1-1 pitch to Evan. Step off and a look back to second base for Boyles.
And we know, Jeff, you can't do it up here.
The 1-1 pitch. That ball is fouled away. A ball and 2 strikes for Evan Corbin. One ball, 2 strikes with 1 out and 2 runners on base for the Docs. Ground ball right side. Corbin will drop it into right field. Coming around to score, Cade Johnson, the throw to the plate. Not in time. Gets away from the catcher, Stallnicker. And the Doc Stewarts take a 1-0 lead on the ground ball RBI single for Evan Corbin.
The third baseman, number 20,
Corbin fought that one off to the opposite side and got it between first and second for the base hit. 2 hits here in the first for the Docs. They've got runners on the corners. Scoring from second was Cade Johnson. So Docs take a 1-0 lead. First RBI of the game goes to Evan Corbin. He takes a lead at first. At third base is Sebastian Watson. Up to bat will be Daniel Withers. There's a ball thrown over to first to check on Corbin. Gets his jersey dirty for the first time today. Withers takes the first pitch outside, ball 1.
Caleb Boyles, two singles so far that he's allowed here in this first inning. Swing and a miss by Withers. Breaking ball got him there. A 1-1 count. Out of the stretch. Boyles delivers low and outside to Withers. 2 balls and a strike. Holding on Evan Corbin at first, Tanner Manning. At third base is Sebastian Watson. Strike hits the outside corner for Daniel Withers. He's got the 2-2 count. Just 1 out so far here in the first. Docs have put 1 run on the board, looking to add some more. The 2-2 pitch is low and outside for ball 3. Boyles, a lengthy inning here. He's up to 21 pitches already here in the first. The 3-2 pitch. Strike 3. The throw to second base. Strike him out. Throw him out. And just like that, the post 58 Crushers are out of the inning. Daniel Withers goes down looking as Boyles will get his first strikeout of the game. And Evan Corbin caught stealing for the final out here in the first inning. But the Doc Stewarts get 1 run on 2 hits, no errors, and 1 runner left on base. We'll go to the top of the second inning. Doc Stewarts lead 1-0 on 541radio.com and on the score, 92.3 FM and 1490 AM.
For over 100 years, Co-op has been serving the needs of farmers, ranchers, and homeowners throughout Southern Oregon. Here, everyone is welcome. When you shop with us, you can expect good people, good products, and good advice. No membership needed. Just bring yourself, and we'll provide the expertise and products you need to tackle your next project. Douglas County Farmers Co-op, where everyone is welcome to shop.
My wife and I moved to Oregon to raise a family, set our roots, and to have a lot of fun outdoors. We quickly realized that we needed a truck or a rig for the projects that we were doing in our backyard. When we were looking to find a place to finance our truck, we asked our patients, and everyone recommended Cascade Community Credit Union. It was so easy to work with Cascade. Everything was done via email, phone, and we didn't even need to go in. I can't wait to finish up the projects in the backyard, go on more adventures in our truck with our boys, and I look forward to working with Cascade again in the future.
Doc Stewarts lead 1-0. They will take a lead in the first inning for a second consecutive inning. It'll be the 5, 6, and 7 hitters coming up for post 58 against Dominic Tourn, who didn't allow a hit in that first inning. Owen Stolniker will bat the catcher for the Crushers. First pitch he takes high from Dominic Tourn for a 1-0 count. Docs Baseball today brought to you by our friends at B&D Meats down in Winston. Stop by and visit them for something to throw on the grill coming up for this 4th of July weekend. Second pitch of the at-bat, launched out towards left center, drops in one of the deepest parts of the park. Eli Jacobs will get there, throw back in, and it's a leadoff double for Stolniker. Get things going here in the second inning for the Crushers. First hit of the ball game for post 58. Carson Waples will bat, the left fielder. Hits from the right side of the plate as he digs into the box against Dominic Tourn, the left-handed pitcher. Dom, for a second straight inning, will pitch with a runner at second base. Breaking ball on the first pitch misses inside for ball 1. So the full lineup here for the Crushers, we didn't get a chance to do it in the first inning. Nick Frith leading things off, the center fielder. Robbie Brockamp, the second baseman, bats second. Tanner Manning, first baseman, hitting third. Caleb Boyles, the pitcher, bats cleanup, followed by Owen Stallnicker, the catcher, batting 5th. Carson Waples, the left fielder, bats 6th. Cody Lemming, the shortstop, batting 7th. It's a ground ball left side. Will get through for Waples into left field. They're going to try and wave around Stallnicker. The throw by Jacobs goes to the plate on the relay, but it's not in time. And it's an RBI single for Carson Waples. And that'll tie this ball game up. A double and a single to lead off the second inning. And the Crushers are on the board. 1-1 ball game with nobody out here in the top of the second. Cody Lemming again, the shortstop. He is the 7-hitter. He bats next, followed by Sawyer Enderley. He is the third baseman. He bats 8th. And then Will Ramos is the right fielder. He'll bat in the 9 position for the Crushers. 1-0 pitch. Missing outside for Tourn. 2 balls, no strikes. So that is your starting lineup for the Post 58 Crushers. It's brought to you by Cooper's Pest Control. Your locally owned bug assassins in Douglas County. Give them a call at 673-0363. A ball fouled away. 2-1 count for Lemming. To Tones, 2-1 pitch, again fouled away, 2-2 count. Docs defensively will have Burke behind the plate. They split up the doubleheader today between the two catchers. 2-2 pitch from Tourn, breaking ball, stays up, full count. Burke behind the plate, Evan Corbin at first, Sebastian Watson at second, Daniel Withers at third, and Cade Johnson at short. In the outfield, Eli Jacobs, Carson Dunn, and Braxton Dill from left to right. Ground ball right side to Sebastian Watson, tags the runner, throw to first, double play, and the Doc Stewarts will get 2 and clear the bases. Watson
third baseman Sawyer Enderley.
Retires Waples going from first to second with the tag, and then gets Lemming at first. 2 down. Base is empty. A 1-1 ball game. Be Sawyer Enderley that'll bat. He grounds one to Watson. Backhands it. Second baseman throws over to Evan Corbin. And that will finish off things here in the top of the second. So the Doc Stewarts get a couple of plays from Sebastian Watson to get them through this one, but they give up the lead. 1 run on 2 hits, no errors, and nobody left on. It is a 1-1 ball game going to the bottom of the second on 541radio.com and on the Score, 92.3 FM and 1490 AM.
Deciding where to purchase your next vehicle is just as important as the vehicle itself. At Roseburg Honda, our seasoned staff is dedicated to matching you with the right car. From sales to service, our goal is to make sure all of your needs are met, and you leave our dealership feeling good every time you visit. No need to waste your valuable time driving up and down the freeway when the ultimate car buying experience is right here at home. Roseburg Honda. We treat you like family.
Hundreds of years before county boundaries were drawn, the Cow Creek Umpqua tribe lived on southern Oregon lands. The Cow Creek were known then for their sense of community. They still are. Today, the success of their world-class casino resort and other Cow Creek businesses benefit our communities. The Cow Creek Foundation has given over $20 million to Southern Oregon charities. The Cow Creek Umpqua tribe, a Southern Oregon tribe and a giving people.
Bottom of the second inning. Doc Stewart's baseball here on the Score is sponsored by Tim's Appliance at the corner of Lane and South Stevens in Roseburg. 0% financing is always available. Second game of the day for the Doc Stewarts. Initially, the schedule with more teams in the tournament had the Docs playing a split doubleheader today with 1 game here at Sweet Johnson and 1 game at Hamlin Middle School with the new field they have over there. But kind of thankful they backed them back-to-back here so we get both games in, don't have to pick up and move to a new field, and get our day done in one fell swoop. Parker Burke leading things off. The catcher for the Doc Stewarts took the first pitch for strike one from Caleb Boyles. The 0-1 outside. Doc Stewart scoring 1 run on 2 hits in the first inning. In the second, it was 1 run on 2 hits for post 58. Doc's trying to retake the lead here in the bottom of the second inning. Burke will take outside on another breaking ball from Caleb Boyles. So it's Parker Burke, Eli Jacobs, and then Braxton Dill, your 3 hitters due up. The 2-1 to Burke as he waits. Boyles now delivers. Does get a strike across, hitting the outside corner at about the knees. Out of the windup here, hands up in front of the face. Now drop to the hips as he swings it in. Just outside for Boyles, and it's a full count for Parker Burke. 3-2 pitch for Burke. Pops it up in the air. This will be playable on the infield. The shortstop calling for it. Cody Lemming is there to make the catch. And that will retire Parker Burke for the first out here in the second inning. That brings up Eli Jacobs. Starter in left field today for the Doc Stewarts. Taking a look at your defensive starters for post 58. Owen Stolniker behind the plate. As he waits for the first pitch to Jacobs. He pops that one up to left field. The shortstop again looking like he may have the read on it. Makes the grab over his shoulder. Had to make that one a little interesting, but does make the catch for the second out. Quickly 2 outs for the Docs here on a couple of pop flies to the shortstop. Braxton Dill will try to turn things around for Roseburg. Stolniker behind the plate. Tanner Manning out at first. Robbie Brockamp at second. Sawyer Enderle at third. Cody Lemming at short. In the outfield, Carson Waples, Nick Frith, and Will Ramus, your 3 outfielders from left to right. Swing and a miss on the first pitch by Braxton Dill. Two away, nobody on base. The 0-1 to Dill is outside, a 1-1 count. Braxton in game 1 came in, drew a walk, and scored a run. 1-1 pitch to him. Takes outside again. Braxton, not an everyday starter, but he's been in and out of the lineup enough. He is batting .385 on the year. He's been having a nice summer in spot duty for the Docs, and you can't ask for a guy to do much more than that. The playing time is going to be spread out through everybody on a team like this, and maybe you don't always get as many innings as you did at the high school level. But Braxton's made the most of them. A 3-1 pitch to him. He swings and foul tipped that one into the glove for strike 2. That makes it a full count here for Braxton Dill out of Glide High School. Nobody on, 2 away. Bottom of the second. Tie ball game, 1-1. The 3-2 pitch. Dill gets behind one to left field. That one going back to the wall. That one's off the base of the wall for Braxton. He's heading for second. He's in with a stand-up 2-out double. Dill got a lot of that one, not enough to get it out like what we saw in game 1 where home runs were flying out of the ballpark for the Showtime Baseball Club. But Braxton still enough for an extra base hit there, sends that one off the wall. He's up at second base and brings up Carson Dunn. For Braxton Dill, 3rd double of the season for him. First pitch to Dunn ends up outside. Backhanded by the catcher Stolniker for a 1-0 count. Go-ahead run out at second base for the Doc Stewarts. They'll have to do it with 2 outs here in the bottom of the second. The 1-0 pitch from Boyles. Got him jammed. That ball off the hands behind home. Playable for the catcher. Stolniker makes the grab and finishes things out. So the Doc Stewarts will leave one man on after a double by Braxton Dill, but they cannot retake the lead. It's tied 1-1 going to the top of the third on 541radio.com and on the score, 92.3 FM and 1490 AM.
I think you realize how much energy you've lost until you start the hormone replacement process.
Our energy really started to wane. We were both gaining weight. My sleep pattern got really messed up.
One Peak Medical changed our lives individually and as a couple.
We're just a lot happier because we feel better. We're not tired and run down, and it just makes our lives easier and happier.
Hormone balancing can help with fatigue, anxiety, pain, and much more. Call or book online today at onepeakmedical.com.
The innocence of youth. Is there anything any better? But soon they'll be in high school and facing all the same challenges you faced. How to make friends, how to fit in, how to be cool. We want our children to have everything they'll need to live fulfilling and productive lives. Make sure the kids in your family are among the more than 120,000 participants here in Oregon who take part in high school sports or activities.
Leading off the top of the third inning for the post 58 Crushers, number 45, right fielder.
Will Ramos will start things out for the post 58 Crushers as we begin the top of the third inning. Out on the mound, Dominic Tourn. 9-1-2 hitters will be his opponents here to start things off in the third. First pitch, a breaking ball for strike one. Today's game sponsored by Roseburg Honda. Buying a car can be a hassle, but at Roseburg Honda, it's different. Customer satisfaction is their highest priority. Visit Roseburg Honda, where they treat you like family because they are family. Another breaking ball drops in for a strike, an 0-2 count for Ramos to start things off. The 0-2 pitch from Tourn bounces in and away. Dominic Tourn coming into today's matchup. Let's take a look at his numbers. Misses on the 1-2 pitch. Count evens up. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Dom came in 18 2/3 innings worked coming into today's appearance. So he gets a ground ball left side. Withers gets eaten up by a late high hop on that one. And on safely will go Ramos to start off things here in the third. That ball just took a high hop. That'll be a single for Ramos.
Number 8, center fielder Nick Frith.
Took a weird last bounce on the ball towards Withers there at third base and did everything he could to try and stay in front of it but keep his face out of the way, and that ball just hopped over his shoulder. Backing up the play, Cade Johnson was there, but no chance to try and get Ramos at first with the throw. 1-0 count to the leadoff man, Nick Frith, who reached on an error back in the first inning. He'll ground one up the middle. Cade Johnson will get it, flips to Watson, throw to first, double play, 6-4-3. That'll clear him up. Ramos cut down at second base with the force out there. And then on the 6-4-3 twin killing, Nick Frith out at first. 2 down. Docs with the double play. Robbie Brockamp will bat. Takes the first pitch for ball 1. So Tourn came in with 18 2/3 innings worked. He has a 2-0 record in 3 starts. So he gets a strike across to 1-1 count. Came in with a 0.00 ERA, 26 strikeouts and 6 walks coming into the matchup. He's got 2 strikeouts so far. Ball fouled away by Brockamp. The count is 1 ball and 2 strikes to the number 2 hitter in the lineup. The 1-2 for Tourn. Got him looking. Strike 3. He goes down the double play and then a backwards K in the lineup card. And the Doc Stewarts will get out of things in the top of the third inning for the Crushers. No runs, 1 hit, no errors, and nobody left on base. We will go to the bottom of the third. Tie ball game 1-1 here on 541radio.com and on the score, 92.3 FM and 1490 AM.
Years before county boundaries were drawn, the Cow Creek Umpqua tribe lived on Southern Oregon lands. The Cow Creek were known then for their sense of community. They still are. Today, the success of their world-class casino resort and other Cow Creek businesses benefit our communities. The Cow Creek Foundation has given over $20 million to Southern Oregon charities. The Cow Creek Umpqua Tribe, a Southern Oregon tribe and a giving people.
Working from a hot tin shed, Paul W. Klipsch, genius and maverick, designed and hand-built his first commercial loudspeaker with the intention of bringing live music right into your living room. Today, we still make them like we used to, by hand, with passion, with pride. Klipsch Heritage Loudspeakers.
Give Klipsch Heritage speakers a listen at Good Vibrations, top of the hill, Northeast Stevens in Roseburg.
We come back here for the bottom of the third inning. Roseburg, Dr. Stewart's in front. Actually, they are tied right now. They took the early lead, 1-0 in the first, but the Post 58 Crushers tied it up in the top of the second, so we are all squared at 1-1 as we begin the bottom of the third inning. Joey Kieran here with you. Today's game brought to you by Barnes Heating and Cooling, your complete energy company. Visit barnesheatingandcooling.com or call them at 541-459-1545. First pitch to Cade Johnson, who will lead things off here in the third. That one is pop foul. Going to head back behind us here, down the third base side. Thought maybe that was going to head out there to the construction zone. They're doing a lot of work here at North Eugene High School. They built a whole new school over here on one side of the football field. Another ball, hard hit down the third base side. That one drops in fair territory. Base hit for Cade Johnson. It'll be a long single. But Johnson has his third hit of the day after having 2 hits in the first game of the day for the Docs. Gets his first here in game 2. So leadoff man on base for the Docs. It'll bring up Sebastian Watson. 1 on and nobody out. Sebastian stepped in at this spot back in the first inning. Hit with Cade Johnson on at first and nobody out. Takes outside on the first pitch for ball 1. In that previous situation, Sebastian Watson laid down a bunt on the third base side and got on safely. Didn't show a bunt on that first pitch. We'll see what the approach is on the second pitch after a pickoff throw to first. So we've got blue skies overhead with some wispy clouds, but not too many here in Eugene. Temperatures warmed up a bit, but still in just the 60s, 68 degrees right now. So we start this bottom of the third inning. Breaking ball carries too far outside for Caleb Boyles. He's got a 2-0 count against Sebastian Watson, who still hasn't shown a bunt. We are expecting to start getting into the 70s around 3 o'clock. 2-0 pitch, high and away. Watson with a 3-0 count coming up. At first base, Cade Johnson with a moderate lead. 3-0 pitch to Watson. Does find the zone for a strike. So the Docs will be done after this game today, and they'll be back up here for another 11:20 start time coming up tomorrow when they take on the Boys of Summer. Ball 4 taken high for Sebastian Watson. He'll draw a walk.
The designated hitter, number 16, Jace Johnson.
The top 2 in the order both have a single and a walk to their credit. Top 2 in the order did a lot of damage in game 1. Cade Johnson and Sebastian Watson both got on base and scored twice in that first game of the day. We'll see what they can do here as Jace Johnson steps up. He will lay down a bunt. The throw is going to go to first base. They'll get Johnson there. Off the mound, Caleb Boyles had time to consider his options on that sac bunt. Thought about trying to get one of the runners on, advancing. But once he gave it a quick glance, realized his best option is to get Jace Johnson at first.
12,
that's what he did. So Johnson goes down with the sack bunt. Evan Corbin will bat with runners at second and third and one away. And the first pitch into him is strike one. Corbin, an RBI single back in the first inning. That drove in Cade Johnson. He's going to try and do it again here. He sends one towards short. He's going to drive in a run. The throw to first, picked up by Manning for the out. So it's another RBI for Evan Corbin. He picks up his second RBI in the game. This time, though, it comes on a ground out to short. 2 away. Docs regain the lead 2-1 here in the third inning. And Daniel Withers will bat. He struck out looking back in the first as a part of a strike him out, throw him out. He hits one out towards the alley and left center. It gets over the head of the center fielder, Nick Frith. Withers is heading for second. He's in standing up. He's got a double to drive in Sebastian Watson. So Withers will put the Docs even further ahead. They score 2 here in the third. And the Roseburg Dr. Stewart's lead 3-1 over post 58. Still 2 outs as Parker Burke will dig in. Burke 0 for 1 in the game. A pop out to shortstop last time. He bats with a man in scoring position and 2 away. Takes a breaking ball high for ball 1. Eli Jacobs will wait on deck. 2-0 count for Burke as he takes outside. The on-deck hitter is brought to you by Budget Lumber. Everything you need for building a house, a garden, or even a deck. That's Budget Lumber, always striving to be lumber one. .2-0 pitch, ground ball left side, gets in for a hit. They're going to hold up. No, late decision. Withers got the stop sign from Coach Sester at third. It was the right call then, but in left field, Carson Waples dropped the ball as he was trying to field it and get it back in. If they had kept Withers running at third base, he might have had a chance to score, but since he had been getting the stop sign, trying to get back up and going again wasn't going to happen fast enough for him. So a single for Parker Burke puts runners on the corners. And that'll bring up Eli Jacobs with 2 away. Runner going, throw down to second base. They cut it off short. Withers going to try to score. The play at the plate, out. And the Doc Stewarts will finish off the inning with the final out at home. That was, I believe, Justin Jenks running as a courtesy runner for the catcher. He gets the stolen base, but caught stealing. Daniel Withers finishes that out at home. Docs get 2 runs in to take a 3-1 lead going to the top of the 4th inning on 541radio.com and on the Score, 92.3 FM and 1490 AM.
Get ready to satisfy your dessert cravings with Mountain Mike's new mini churros. These delicious bite-sized churros are the perfect dessert to pair with your favorite Mountain Mike's pizza, made with only the freshest and finest ingredients, dough made fresh daily with 100% whole milk mozzarella cheese, and toppings to the edge. For limited time only, get 16 mini churros for the whole family for only $4.99. Don't wait. Order yours today for dine-in, carry-out, or delivery.
Hundreds of years before county boundaries were drawn, the Cow Creek Umpqua tribe lived on southern Oregon lands. The Cow Creek were known then for their sense of community. They still are. Today, the success of their world-class casino resort and other Cow Creek businesses benefit our communities. The Cow Creek Foundation has given over $20 million to Southern Oregon charities. The Cow Creek Umpqua tribe, a Southern Oregon tribe and a giving people.
Kick off the top of the 4th inning. We'll look at your Garrettson Building Supplies scoreboard update for post 58. 1 run, 3 hits, no errors for the Roseburg Dr. Stewarts. 3 runs on 7 hits and no errors. 1 error for the Doc Stewarts in this ball game. Thought I had that in there on your score graphic, and apparently I didn't put it up there. That is a look at your Garrettson Building Supply scoreboard update as Post 58 Crushers will start things off here in the 4th inning against Dominic Tourn with Tanner Manning, the first baseman. He takes high for ball 1. Shop local, shop Garrettson Building Supply for all of your home improvement and outdoor living needs. Garrettson Building Supply, supporting our Douglas County community for 99 years. Ball high in the air. Daniel Withers, the third baseman, a lot of time to settle underneath that one. And he retires Tanner Manning with the pop fly out on the infield, 1 away. Caleb Boyles bats. He is 0 for 1 in the game with a strikeout. Dom with 3 strikeouts so far in this one. First pitch, strike 1 for Dominic Tourn. Ground ball, foul down the third base side. Strike 2 for Boyles, the pitcher for this Crushers squad. Crushers led by Coach Kyle Baker. 1-2 count in the dirt for Boyles. Another one will miss low for a Dom, a 2-2 count. 1 in the first for the Docs, 1 in the second for the Crushers, and the Docs with 2 in the bottom of the third. 2-2 pitch, ground ball, left side, hard hit, picked up by Withers on the backhand, throw to first, scoop by Corbin, what a gem! Daniel Withers with the backhand on the chalk line behind third, came up throwing, and he rifles it over to Evan Corbin at first base for the out. A beauty of a play there against Caleb Boyles. Brings up Owen Stolniker, the catcher, had a double to lead off the second inning and scored the game-tying run. He fights one off first base side for strike 1. Oh, 1 pitch. Stolniker fouls that one off his front foot. Dom ahead 0-2, looking to try and make it a quick 1-2-3, top of the 4th. Stolniker back in there. A lengthy guy for a catcher. Big frame, long skinny guy there. Digs back in. The number 5 hitter in the lineup for the Crushers. Chops one foul on the inside pitch to stay alive, a 1-2 count. One ball, 2 strikes for Dominic Tourn. Delivers in, gets a ground ball up the middle to Cade Johnson. He fields, fires on the run, and it's a clean 1-2-3 inning for the Doc Stewarts in the top of the 4th. For the Crushers, no runs on no hits. There were no Doc Stewart errors and no runners left on base. Still a 3-1 lead for the Docs over the Crushers as we go to the bottom of the 4th on 541radio.com and on the Score, 92.3 FM and 1490 AM.
Moved to Oregon to raise a family, set our roots, and to have a lot of fun outdoors. We quickly realized that we needed a truck or a rig for the projects that we were doing in our backyard. When we were looking to find a place to finance our truck, we asked our patients, and everyone recommended Cascade Community Credit Union. It was so easy to work with Cascade. Everything was done via email, phone, and we didn't even need to go in. I can't wait to finish up the projects in the backyard, go on more adventures in our truck with our boys, and I look forward to working with Cascade again in the future.
Turn your home into your dream sanctuary with help from Douglas County Farmers Co-op. For over 100 years, we've carried everything you need to keep your garden and crops green and growing, including a large selection of soil mixes, composts, fertilizers, and other soil amendments. You'll also find stones, boulders, gravel, and more to add structure and diversity to your yard. Stop by or shop at DouglasCountyFarmersCoop.com.
Bottom of the fourth inning. Your Roseburg Dr. Stewart's here on The Score is sponsored by Barnes Heating and Cooling, your complete energy company. Visit barnesheatingandcooling.com or call them at 541-459-1545. Today's game also brought to you by Flyaway Travel. You can book your travel plans with their travel experts. You can find them now at 1445 West Harvard Avenue. They're in Roseburg. Leading things off, Eli Jacobs will bat for your Roseburg Dr. Stewart's. 0 for 1 in the game for Eli. Docs with 2 runs in the third inning, looking to keep adding here in the fourth. Showing a bunt, Eli pulls the bat back, and he takes for ball 1. On the mound, Caleb Boyle still throwing for post 58 into the fourth inning. Ball fouled away by Jacobs, a 1-1 count. Jacobs will dig back in, 1-1 pitch. Takes a breaking ball low and outside for 2 balls and a strike. Sun shining down on us here today. Not sure how much the schedule has changed. I guess Garcia Par Group was scheduled to play twice today, and they're not here, so the schedule has to have changed some. Strike taken, a 2-2 count, so I think they've got 2 games left here today. Rose City Baseball against the Post 58 Crushers, and then the Emerald Challengers will take on that Rose City team, I believe. Is that right, Bill? They'll take on Rose City later? Okay. Full count to Eli Jacobs. The 3-2 pitch. Strike 3 called. He thought it was ball 4, was ready to toss away the bat. Instead, he takes strike 3. Second strikeout in the game for Caleb Boyles. And he will get the first out with the backwards K in the lineup card. Braxton Dilt will step in at a double in the second inning, but was all for naught, left stranded at second base. He digs in here with 1 out, nobody on. Dill will take a breaking ball that drops in for strike 1. So no 8:40 game coming up tonight. So just 2 more games left here today. Showing a bunt, pulling it back. Dill with a 1-1 count. On the mound, Caleb Boyle sets and winds and fires. Breaking ball. That one misses. 2 balls and a strike. Two-one delivery from Boyles. That one well outside. Sliding to his right, the catcher, Stolnicker. Out there to get to that ball in the left-handed batter's box. Dill trying to get something going here in the second inning. Actually, make it the fourth inning. With 1 out, he's the second batter up to hit. 3-1 pitch, swung on and missed. Out in front of a breaking ball. Ball came in at a much lower speed than Dill was anticipating. 3-2 pitch. Doesn't go chasing, and that one ends up low and outside. And Caleb Boyles will walk another batter.
The center fielder, number 8, Carson Dunn.
That makes it 3 walks so far through 3 1/3 innings of work. Carson Dunn will bat Dunn had a pop fly behind home that was caught by the catcher. That finished things off in the second inning. He will bat here with 1 out and 1 on. First pitch to Carson. He got around on that one, chopped it foul. It rolls down the left side into the hedges for strike 1. Out there, now it's a hide-and-seek game for Blake Withers trying to find that foul ball. The 0-1 pitch to Carson Dunn. He squared to bunt, pulled it back, but he takes the breaking ball for strike 2. Blake Withers wins the hide-and-seek battle with the baseball, by the way. Finds it, and he's headed back to the dugout. The 0-2 pitch with 1 out and 1 on. Pickoff throw to first, back in safely. Goes Braxton Dill. Navy blue tops for the Crushers. White trousers. As Dunn will foul off the 0-2 pitch. Got the navy blue socks with the red and white horizontal stripes up around the calves. Numerals on the front and the back of the jerseys in white for the Crushers. Real clean looking jersey. A real kind of classic style to them. Runner going on the 0-2. Another foul ball for Dunn. So back to first goes Braxton Dill as Carson Dunn continues to battle as he fights from behind. Oh, 0-2 pitch to Carson Dunn. Gets behind one, out towards left field. That ball will get caught by Carson Waples out there. Looked like Dunn might have gotten enough of that one to get over the head of the left fielder, but he tracked it down. Just didn't get quite enough of the elevation. It's a distinct balance between getting underneath it enough and staying on top of the ball so that you're not skyrocketing him out there for easy outs. That one, if it goes just a little one way or the other around Waples out there, might have had a chance to fall. Runner going in safely will go Braxton Dill as Cade Johnson at the plate takes ball 1. Stolniker behind the plate. Wanted to come up throwing, but lost the grip on the baseball and couldn't get it out of the glove into his hand to throw to second base. Low, ball 2 to Cade Johnson. Two balls and no strikes for the pitcher Caleb Boyles against Cade Johnson. Low and outside, 2 balls and a strike. Boyles into his 4th inning of work, up to 73 pitches in the ballgame. It's not necessarily been an efficient outing for him. 3-0 is taken for a strike. He's gotten to deep into counts a few times against Doc's hitters. The 3-1 fouled away by Cade, and we've got another full count. So Cade Johnson digs back in with a full count against him. Johnson 1 for 1 in the game with a walk and a single, and he scored 2 runs. 3-2 pitch, line drive back up the middle. That'll get into center field. Frith up and throwing, sends it to the plate. The throw will beat Braxton Dill at the dish, and Nick Frith will get the final out at home plate. Doc's unable to score a single for Cade Johnson, but that is how the inning will end with an out at home. And another great throw to the plate to cut down a run for the post-58 Crushers. Docs still lead 3-1 as we go to the top of the 5th in this tournament ball game here from Eugene at Sweet Johnson Stadium on 541radio.com and on the Score, 92.3 FM and 1490 AM.
Hey there, sports fans. Thanks for watching this local sporting event online at 541radio.com. Did you know there's more than one way to watch games online? You can watch games on your laptop or desktop computer, your tablet, or even your smartphone just by going to 541radio.com. But we also use YouTube to stream all of our video broadcasts, which means you could be watching this game on your big screen TV with a number of different streaming devices. You can stream our live YouTube broadcast through your PlayStation or Xbox gaming device, or through streaming devices like Google Chromecast, Apple TV, or Roku. There's plenty of ways to follow this live local sporting event. Plus, you can find past events archived on 1490 The Score's YouTube channel. Find us on YouTube and subscribe today to keep up with the latest in local sports coverage.
It'll be Waples, Lemming, and Enderle, your three hitters due up for the Crushers to begin the fifth inning against Dominic Tourn, who drops in a breaking ball from the lefty to the righty. That's a beautiful looking pitch for Dominic Tourn, who has given up 3 hits and 1 run over the first 4 innings of work. Misses low on the 0-1 pitch, a 1-1 count to Waples, who bats for a second time. Waples had the RBI single back in the second. Takes low and outside, 2 balls and a strike. Docs baseball here on The Score, brought to you by Dr. Lanson Randall. The dentist is accepting new patients, so give him a call at 541-378-6694. Tourn started out with the strike, but he has thrown 3 straight outside the zone since. The 3-1 pitch, high, ball 4. Disciplined at-bat there for Carson Waples after falling behind 0-1 on a pretty-looking breaking ball. He was disciplined enough to not let anything else get him to swing and miss. 1 on, nobody out. Cody Lemming will bat, the shortstop. Grounded to second base last time up. His first pitch he takes for strike 1. So Tourn starting out with strikes. Got to keep him coming now. Here at Sweet Johnson Stadium at North Eugene High School. Pitch low, 1-1 count for Tourn. Tournament will play here through Sunday. When they wrap it up with that Championship Sunday, if you missed earlier in Game 1 we were talking about it. Championship Sunday, got to finish top 3 in your pool to get there. Pitch inside, squaring to bunt, got hit with the ball. Cody Lemming will head on down to first. Up to second base goes Waples. Runners at first and second. First bean ball of the game for Dominic Tourn. Tourn, the lefty, working out of the stretch. Faces the 8-hitter Sawyer Enderle. Squaring to bunt, he pulls that back as the pitch high. And this will get a visit from Jake Whistler, the pitching coach. Top of the 5th inning, 2 runners on, nobody out. Docs baseball today brought to you by Cascade Community Credit Union, belong to Douglas County. Whistler back to the dugout. Sun shining. Good number of folks made their way up here for these Docs games today. But I don't see all of the usuals, so I hope that means they're listening. Ground ball on the bunt, back to the mound. Tourn over to Watson at first. Enderle will have the sack bunt. 1 away, 2 runners in scoring position now for this Crushers team. Game tying run at second base now for the Crushers. It'll be the 9-hitter, Will Ramos, that'll bat. Want to say thanks to everybody tuning in to watch the game, streaming live. An 0-1 pitch for Daniel Withers. 1-1 count, 2 down at third base, Sebastian Watson. I think we're back up and running with the video stream. It crashed and I had to reboot the program, so hopefully we'll be good to go the rest of the way. The 1-1 pitch. Withers, hard hit. One hopper gets by the shortstop, Lemming into center field. Make that the left center field alley. Withers going to try for 2. He's in. An RBI double for Daniel Withers, his second RBI of the game, his second double of the game, and the Doc Stewarts add another run here in the 5th inning. 4-1 the score. Doc's in front of the post 58 Crushers. Withers will be at second base with 2 down. He did the same thing back in the 3rd inning. Had a 2-out double to score Sebastian Watson. So that is back-to-back at-bats for Daniel Withers to get a 2-out double to score Sebastian Watson. Withers out at second. At the plate, Parker Burke. He's 1 for 2 in the game. He takes high on the 1-0 pitch. Doc Stewart's leading 4-1. Trying to go to 2-0 here in the Papa's Pizza Tournament in Eugene. 2-0 pitch, breaking ball, drops just inside. Might have been a little high on that pitch. 3-0 count. Well, folks were wearing sweatshirts and whatnot when they got here. When it was overcast, guys, I think they've shed those. There's a strike on the 3-0 pitch by Boyles. Things feel like they're probably warming up out there. We're inside here in the press box, so out of the sun, but you can feel it warming up out there. 3-1 pitch for Boyles. That ball fouled away by Burke. That will get out of play. Full count with 2 outs and a runner out at second base for Parker Burke. Up to 94 pitches in the ballgame for Caleb Boyles, and they get some action going to the bullpen. Pop up for Burke, right side. The infielder going out. That's Robbie Brockamp that'll get underneath it. The second baseman makes the catch to retire the side. Doc Stewart's add to their lead, though. 1 run on 2 hits, no errors, and 1 runner left on base. So we go to the bottom of the 5th inning. Doc Stewart's in front by 3 on 541radio.com and on the score, 92.3 FM and 1490 AM.
Hey there, sports fans. Thanks for watching this local sporting event online at 541radio.com. Did you know there's more than one way to watch games online? You can watch games on your laptop or desktop computer, your tablet, or even your smartphone just by going to 541radio.com. But we also use YouTube to stream all of our video broadcasts, which means you could be watching this game on your big screen TV with a number of different streaming devices. You can stream our live YouTube broadcast through your PlayStation or Xbox gaming device, or through streaming devices like Google Chromecast, Apple TV, or Roku. There's plenty of ways to follow this live local sporting event. Plus, you can find past events archived on 1490 The Score's YouTube channel. Find us on YouTube and subscribe today to keep up with the latest in local sports coverage.
Coach, it's too hot in the sun for us old boys. Sit in the shade when you don't get here. I had to work today. I listened on the radio. First one was a barn burner, wasn't it?
Still the lefty Dominic Tourn on the mound for the Roseburg Dr. Stewarts against the Post 58 Crushers. Doc's leading 4-1 in this one. They won earlier today, 10-9 in a walk-off fashion against the Showtime Baseball Club. They hit the time limit in that one, so no new innings, but the Docs went into the bottom of the 6th, trailing by 2, scored 3 runs to walk it off with a win. First pitch A chopper off the plate, down the first base line to Tourn, covering off the mound. Spins and fires a strike over to Evan Corbin to retire Robbie Brockamp. There's one away on the first pitch here in the 5th inning. Dom at 68 pitches through 5 1/3 innings. Pretty efficient there for him. Breaking ball missing inside, a little high, ball 1. A 1-0 pitch. Dom, this time over the plate, hits at the knees for a 1-1 count. Docs with 1 in the 1st, 2 in the 3rd, 1 in the 5th. The Crushers got their lone run in the 2nd inning as a ground ball right side. Watson throws over to Corbin for the out, just ahead of Tanner Manning, who grounds out for the 2nd out here in the 5th. Excuse me, top of the 6th. 2 down. Caleb Boyles, the pitcher, will bat. He is 0 for 2 in the game. Swing and a miss for strike 1. Some great defense out there by the Docs infield here in game 2. Made some plays look routine or easy. It's a ground ball off the foot of Boyles for strike 2. You had that backhand by Withers at third base. Had him on the chalk line, thrown across the diamond. That last play there by Sebastian Watson, another nice-looking play by the infield. The 0-2 pitch, swung on and missed, strike 3. And that will wrap up the top of the 6th inning as Boyles goes down with a strikeout for a 2nd time. 5th strikeout of the ball game for Dominic Tourn. Another One Peak Medical strikeout. No runs, no hits, no errors, and nobody left on. We go to the bottom of the 6th inning. Docs lead 4-1 on 541radio.com and on the Score, 92.3 FM and 1490 AM.
For over 100 years, Douglas County Farmers Co-op has been serving the needs of farmers, ranchers, and homeowners throughout Southern Oregon. Here, everyone is welcome. When you shop with us, you can expect good people, good products, and good advice. No membership needed. Just bring yourself, and we'll provide the expertise and products you need to tackle your next project. Douglas County Farmers Co-op, where everyone is welcome to shop.
My wife and I moved to Oregon to raise a family, set our roots, and to have a lot of fun outdoors. We quickly realized that we needed a truck or a rig for the projects that we were doing in our backyard. When we were looking to find a place to finance our truck, we asked our patients, and everyone recommended Cascade Community Credit Union. It was so easy to work with Cascade. Everything was done via email, phone, and we didn't even need to go in. I can't wait to finish up the projects in the backyard, go on more adventures in our truck with our boys, and I look forward to working with Cascade again in the future.
Up here in Eugene as we get ready. Chris Hubbard at 541-672-3301 or visit chrisinsures.com for a quote today. So the new man on the mound, that would be Gavin Lyon. So Gavin Lyon, a right-hander, takes over on the mound. Caleb Boyles. Boyles is done after 5 innings of work, giving up the 4 runs on 9 hits. I'll get you the full line on all of what Boyles did here today. So the new man will take on Eli Jacobs to start things off. Bottom third of the lineup card for the Docs will come up to bat. Eli Jacobs 0 for 2 in this one. High and away, ball 1. So let's see here. Three walks, 2 strikeouts. It's a pitch in for a strike for Lyon, a 1-1 count for Eli Jacobs. So five innings, 9 hits, gave up 4 runs, 3 walks, and 2 strikeouts for Caleb Boyles, as he's on the hook for the loss as it stands right now in this one. Gavin Lyon trying to stem the tide. Eli Jacobs at the bat. The 2-1 pitch, high and inside to the left fielder. 3-1 count to lead things off in the bottom of the 6th inning. 7-inning contest here from Eugene at North Eugene High School, Swede Johnson Stadium at Gary Selby Field. Ball 4 taken low and outside. Eli Jacobs will get on to lead off the bottom of the 6th. Docks, the designated home team. Braxton Dill will bat. He is 1 for 1 in the game. Dill with a double back in the 2nd, walked in the 4th, and was thrown out at home as they tried to score on a single by Cade Johnson. First pitch low to Dill. It's a 1-0 count. So 7-inning game or a 2-hour time limit. No new innings after the 2-hour time limit. 1-0 pitch, runner going. No swing at the plate, no throw by the catcher, Stallnaker. And in safely goes Eli Jacobs with the stolen base. At the plate, it was a strike to Braxton Dill, a 1-1 count. Man at second, nobody out. The 1-1 for Dill. Squares to bunt. He takes outside. 2-1 count. The new man, Gavin Lyon, a righty working out of his stretch here with a man at second. Fires in, the pitch outside. They go with the back pick to second. Knocked down with the bare hand, but doesn't get too far away from the shortstop, Cody Lemming. That ball into the dirt, took a high hop, and Lemming used his bare hand, his throwing hand, to knock that ball down to try and collect it. Had to chase it into the outfield grass. Back to the bag was Eli Jacobs. Decided not to try and take third. The 3-1, strike 2 for Braxton Dill. The 3-2 pitch for Dill. Ball 4, he takes outside. And there's runners at first and second for the Docks after back-to-back walks for the new man on the mound. This post-58 Crushers team, trailing by 3. Stepping off and looking back to second base is Lyon. No new innings after 2 hours, which we're still well within that time frame, I believe. Did you say it was 1:50 we started the ball game? 1:50. So, yeah, we've got about a half hour left to go in this one, so presume we'll get all 7 innings in. As a bunt laid down third base side, that's going to go for a base hit for Carson Dunn. Dunn lays down a perfect bunt. Third baseman had to stay at the bag to try and be there to receive the baseball if anybody tried to go that way, as Eli Jacobs goes from second to third. So that was on the pitcher to try and cover the third base side of the infield. He couldn't get to the ball in time, and Dunn gets on safely at first to load him up with nobody out. Top of the order, this could be dangerous here for Gavin Lyon. Cade Johnson, Sebastian Watson have been very good at the plate here so far in these 2 games today. Both of them with 2 singles in this one. They both had base hits in game 1. A 2-0 count for Cade Johnson. So Johnson with 2 hits in game 2. He had 2 singles in game 1, finished 2 for 3 with a sac fly as well. Takes on the inside corner for a strike on the 2-0 pitch. 2-1 pitch by Gavin Lyon with the bases loaded and nobody out. Cade Johnson hits one foul down the third base side. 2-2 count. Sebastian Watson waits on deck. He is your on-deck hitter, brought to you by Budget Lumber. Always striving to be lumber one. Reaching for the 3-2 pitch. It's a dribbler on the infield. That's going to be a base hit. Everyone's safe. Just a little dribbler past the pitcher and too slow to get to the shortstop. Finds the no-man land on the infield grass. And Cade Johnson picks up his first RBI here in Game 2. It's his third hit in the ball game. Eli Jacobs scores to make it 5-1. Docs in front. Bases still loaded with nobody out. It'll be Seabass who will stand in. He takes outside, ball one. Sebastian with a single in the first and a single in the fifth. Has scored twice in this game as well. The 1-0 pitch to him. He takes an off-speed pitch high for ball two. Docs in front by 4 runs. And we're going to add to that as Watson hits one to left field. Another station to station for the Docs. Another run in. 6-1 the score. Sebastian Watson gets his third single of the game. A line drive to left field. Picks up an RBI. That scores Braxton Dill. Carson Dunn goes to third. Cade Johnson to second. Sebastian Watson on at first. And Jace Johnson will bat. He's looking for his first hit in this game. Sliding to his right, the catcher, Stolniker, will block that one. Doesn't let it get by. Runners all hold. 1-0 count for Jace. Today's game brought to you by our friends at Cascade Community Credit Union, belong to Douglas County. The 1-0 pitch. Strike taken. Lyon worked a breaking ball, bottom of the zone, just catching a piece of it. The 1-1, Jace will take low and outside, 2-1 count. Going to be a senior next year at South Umpqua High School, Jace Johnson. Again, dealing with some arm soreness, so he is just hitting today, not playing in the field. The 2-1 pitch to him. Misses inside for Lyon. 3 balls, 1 strike. For Post 58, they will need some runs in the top of the 7th if they want to find their way back in this game. So the 3-1 pitch misses low and outside. Ball 4. Another run in as a bases loaded walk will result in an RBI for Jace Johnson. And here comes a visit to the mound for the Post 58 coaching staff. Carson Dunn trots home. 3rd run in for the Docs. Bases loaded. Nobody out. On top 7-1. Today's game brought to you by Fisher's Hearth and Home, serving Douglas County for over 30 years with the largest selection of wood, gas, pellet, and electric stoves and fireplaces. And by Chuck Swarman Family Auto Repair. Are you ready to go where life takes you?
The 46 Compass Pizza Baseball Tournament. Yellow overhead door challengers will take on Rose City Baseball. Again, no 8:40 game.
Evan Corbin will bat. He is 1 for 3 today with 2 RBI. Chance to drive in some more here in this afternoon ball game for the Docs. Strike 1 on the outside corner to Corbin.
Number 12, first baseman Evan Corbin.
So it'll be Owen Stolniker, Carson Waples, and Cody Lemming due up for Post 58 in the top of the 7th inning, needing at the least, at the moment, 6 runs to stay in the ballgame. The 0-2 pitch, Corbin fouls it down the third base line. Stolniker, Waples, and Lemming, that is your 5, 6, and 7 hitters due up for the Crushers in the top of the 7th. The 0-2 pitch for Lyon misses just inside, not off by much. Lyon back on the rubber. Bases loaded, works out of the stretch. The 1-2 to Corbin, got him to swing and miss for strike 3. So for Lyon, that's your first strikeout of the outing. Gets a strikeout for the first out. 1 down. Daniel Withers will bat. He has got 2 doubles in this game. He's driven in 2. First pitch swinging. He pops it up. That could be playable behind home. The catcher, Stallnicker, does make the catch behind home. So 2 down. And a quick turn there of things for the Crushers to get back-to-back batters out. The 9th hitter to the plate here in the 6th inning will be Parker Burke, the catcher. Burke is 1 for 3 in the ballgame. First pitch, a breaking ball. High and away, 1-0 count. Docs tomorrow playing at 11:20 here at Sweet Johnson in the Papa's Pizza baseball tournament. Strike taken, a 1-1 count. They'll play the Boys of Summer tomorrow at 11:20, their only game of the day tomorrow. 1-1 pitch for Gavin Lyon, dribbler, back to the pitcher. And Burke is retired at first base to finish off the bottom of the 6th inning. So the Doc Stewarts will add 3 more runs to their total. 3 runs come in on 3 hits. There were no errors and 3 men left on base. We'll go to the top of the 7th inning. Docs are 3 outs away from getting the win and going to 2-0 in tournament play here on 541radio.com and on the Score, 92.3 FM and 1490 AM.
Deciding where to purchase your next vehicle is just as important as the vehicle itself. At Roseburg Honda, our seasoned staff is dedicated to matching you with the right car. From sales to service, our goal is to make sure all of your needs are met, and you leave our dealership feeling good every time you visit. No need to waste your valuable time driving up and down the freeway when the ultimate car buying experience is right here at home. Roseburg Honda. We treat you like family.
Hundreds of years before county boundaries were drawn, the Cow Creek Umpqua tribe lived on Southern Oregon lands. The Cow Creek were known then for their sense of community. They still are. Today, the success of their world-class casino resort and other Cow Creek businesses benefit our communities. The Cow Creek Foundation has given over $20 million to Southern Oregon charities. The Cow Creek Umpqua tribe, a Southern Oregon tribe and a giving people.
Top of the 7th inning, Doc Stewart's lead the Post 58 Crushers out of the Salem-Kaiser area 7-1, your score at the moment. So we go to the 7th inning. Dominic Tatone looks for a second consecutive complete game victory for the Roseburg Dr. Stewarts. The Docs had every pitcher go into the 7th inning in all 5 of their games down at the Coach K Classic in Medford. The only pitcher that didn't throw a complete game was Tristan Ledbetter, who pitched 6 1/3 innings. He got into the 7th inning, got an out, but gave up a couple of base runners, and they decided to go to the bullpen to close it out, and that worked out. But Ledbetter almost made it all the way to the end of that ball game. And unfortunately, he didn't even get the win in that one. Docs had to come back in the bottom of the 7th. So Tristan Ledbetter was the only guy that didn't pitch a complete game in that tournament. Dominic Tatone is trying to keep that trend going here. He's got a 1-1 count against the leadoff man, the catcher, Owen Stallnicker. Tatone needs 3 outs to get the complete game victory. A line drive shot will get in for Stallnicker. He's got 2 hits in the game, a line drive single out to right field to start things off here in the 7th. A lot of work still to do for the Crushers. They trail by 6, so it's going to take some runners getting on and a lot of them coming in to keep this game going. Dominic Tatone will face Carson Waples. First pitch, strike 1 at the knees, down the pipe. An 0-1 count to Fools is 1 for 1 in this game with a walk and a single. He waves at the second pitch for an 0-2 count. Kind of curious what he was thinking on that pitch. Felt like a defensive swing, like the runner maybe was taken off, but that was not the case. The 0-2 pitch, high. Couldn't get him to chase after another one. A ball and 2 strikes. Waples walked last time he was at the plate. That was the only walk issued by Tourn as he fires in again for strike 3, and he gets the out. 1 away. As Waples goes down with the strikeout looking. 6th strikeout here in the ballgame for Dominic Tourn. Stick around for the post-game show whenever this game does come to an end. We will recap this ball game for you, get you all squared away with what happened today and what's coming up. Plus, we'll have our Mountain Mike's Pizza player of the game to name. That's Mountain Mike's Pizza. Pizza the way it ought to be. Runner going on the 0-1 pitch. High and away by Tourn. It popped out of the glove for Burke. No chance to try and get the runner advancing to second. 1-1 count for Cody Lemming, the shortstop. So stolen base for Stallnicker. Looks like it is Blake Withers warming up down in the bullpen for the Docs, just in case. Yeah, they did give him third, didn't they? Swing and a miss for strike 2. I was looking to see who was throwing down in the dugout, or down in the bullpen, and I missed why they gave Owen Stallnaker at third base as well. The 1-2 pitch, ground ball towards short. Cade Johnson in front of it, throw over to Evan Corbin. He cannot make the play at first, and a run does score. That was going to happen no matter what, but the Docs were trying to get the second out, could not. Lemming will get on base for a second time today. I'd probably put that down as E6. As tough as a play that was for Cade Johnson. A throw on target, and he makes the play and completes it. First pitch, strike 1 to Sawyer Enderle. He is 0 for 1 in the game. Sack bunt in there. Takes strike 2. Oh-2 pitch coming up for Enderle. The third baseman with a man on at first. 1 away. Swing and a miss for strike 3. Another one for Dominic Tourn. 2 down.
Right fielder, number 45, Will Ramos.
It'll be bring up Will Ramos. The 9-hitter is 1 for 2 in the game. Ramos had a single back in the 3rd inning. There's a pickoff throw to first base. Lemming back in safely. Ramos delivers the 1-0 high. Or excuse me, Ramos waits for the delivery, takes high. Will Ramos takes a strike on the outside corner. 2 down. Top of the 7th inning. Docs leading by 5, needing 1 more out to wrap up the victory. And that ball fouled away. Ramos, 2 strikes against him now, is down to it. A win here puts the Docs at 2-0 in the Papa's Pizza tournament. They'll put them squarely in the race to finish top 3 in their pool and make it into Championship Sunday. The 2-2 pitch here for Dominic Tourn with 2 outs. Swing and a miss, and there's the ball game. Dominic Tourn gets his 8th strikeout of the ball game, And that will wrap it up as we finish off our day here in Eugene. The Doc Stewarts get the 7-2 victory over the Post 58 Crushers. Here in the top of the 7th, there was one run that scored on one hit, one error, and one runner left on base. We'll put together all of the numbers for you as the Doc Stewarts get the win 7-2 over the Post 58 Crushers. And Docs will improve to 12-6 on the season, 2-0 in tournament play. We'll have more details when we come back after a 2-minute timeout. Excuse me, a 3-minute timeout. We'll take a 3-minute break and come back here on 541radio.com and on the Score, 92.3 FM and 1490 AM.
Of years before county boundaries were drawn, the Cow Creek Umpqua tribe lived on Southern Oregon lands. The Cow Creek were known then for their sense of community. They still are. Today, the success of their world-class casino resort and other Cow Creek businesses benefit our communities. The Cow Creek Foundation has given over $20 million to Southern Oregon charities. The Cow Creek Umpqua Tribe, a Southern Oregon tribe and a giving people.
Deciding where to purchase your next vehicle is just as important as the vehicle itself. At Roseburg Honda, our seasoned staff is dedicated to matching you with the right car. From sales to service, our goal is to make sure all of your needs are met, and you leave our dealership feeling good every time you visit. No need to waste your valuable time driving up and down the freeway when the ultimate car buying experience is right here at home. Roseburg Honda. We treat you like family.
Get ready to satisfy your dessert cravings with Mountain Mike's new mini churros. These delicious bite-sized churros are the perfect dessert to pair with your favorite Mountain Mike's pizza, made with only the freshest and finest ingredients, dough made fresh daily with 100% whole milk mozzarella cheese, and toppings to the edge. For limited time only, get 16 mini churros for the whole family for only $4.99. Don't wait. Order yours today for dine-in, carry-out, or delivery.
Working from a hot tin shed, Paul W. Klipsch, genius and maverick, designed and hand-built his first commercial loudspeaker with the intention of bringing live music right into your living room. Today, we still make them like we used to. By hand, with passion, with pride. Klipsch Heritage Loudspeakers.
Give Klipsch Heritage speakers a listen at Good Vibrations, top of the hill, Northeast Stevens in Roseburg.
Remember the good old days when you didn't have to make an appointment or wait in line for an hour just to talk to your teller, when businesses were local and gave back to the community. At Cascade Community Credit Union, there are some things will never change. We're the only credit union or bank headquartered in Douglas County, and making our members a priority has always been our priority. For easy and simplified banking, visit CCCU. No appointment, just come on in.
I don't think you realize how much energy you've lost until you start the hormone replacement process.
Our energy really started to wane. We were both gaining weight. My sleep pattern got really messed up.
One Peak Medical changed our lives individually and as a couple.
We're just a lot happier because we feel better. We're not tired and run down, and it just makes our lives easier and happier.
Hormone balancing can help with fatigue, anxiety, pain, and much more. Call or book online today at onepeakmedical.com.
Your Roseburg Dr. Stewarts are 2-0 in the Papa's Pizza tournament here in Eugene. Today's game has been sponsored by Chuck's Warman Family Auto Repair. Are you ready to go where life takes you? And by DC Farmers Co-op, where everyone is welcome to shop. And by Good Vibration Solutions. For home theater and automotive audio, you can feel it at Good Vibes. Doc Stewarts get the win and are 2-0 in the tournament. They are now 12-6 on the season, 6 games over 500. Doc Stewarts have now gone 6-1 in their last 7 games. So that's a nice little streak there for the Docs. And they are looking to try and put themselves in contention to play on Sunday coming up later this week in the championship day of the Papa's Pizza tournament. So the Doc Stewarts get the win as we take a look at your Garrettson Building Supplies scoreboard update. Your final one of the game, Post 58, 2 runs on 4 hits, no errors. And they would leave 4 men on base for Roseburg. 7 runs on 12 hits, 2 errors, and 8 men left on base. Picking up the win, Dominic Tourn will go to 3-0 on this season. He pitches a second consecutive complete game. Goes 7 innings, gave up 2 runs on 4 hits, 1 walk, 8 strikeouts, and 1 hit batter. On the other side, taking the loss is Caleb Boyles, who started the game, went 5 innings, gave up 4 runs on 9 hits, 3 walks, and 2 strikeouts. Doc Stewart scored 1 in the first inning on a single by Evan Corbin. The Crushers tied the game up in the top of the second. It was a double to lead things off for Owen Stallnucker, and then Carson Waples drove him in with a single. Back-to-back hits to lead off the second inning. Tied the game at 1. The Docs would regain the lead in the bottom of the third with 2 runs. It was a double by Daniel Withers that scored 1 of those 2 runs. And I think a single maybe for Parker Burke. I honestly don't know how the second run scored that inning. I don't appear to have marked that down in my scorebook, unfortunately. Either way, the Docs did score twice in that third inning on 3 hits. They would add another run in the bottom of the 5th inning on a double by Daniel Withers, and then put 3 more on the board in the 7th inning. Make that the 6th inning after leading off that 6th inning with a walk, and then a single. Cade Johnson drove in 1 with an infield single, and Sebastian Watson drove in a run with a single. Then Jace Johnson brought home a run with a bases-loaded walk. So that is how the Docs scored here today in the top of the 7th. The post-58 Crushers did get 1 run back, but that would be all they would get in that contest, in that inning there. So the Doc Stewarts get the win 7-2 and go to 2-0 in tournament play here in Eugene. We will take a look at the numbers for everybody in the matchup. We will also take a look at what's coming up for the Doc Stewarts tomorrow and get you all squared away here on this Wednesday as we wrap things up here from Eugene. We'll also have your Mountain Mike's Pizza player of the game when we return on 541radio.com and on the Score, 92.3 FM and 1490 AM.
My name's Chris. 2016, I got lymphoma stage 3 cancer and went through radiation for 6 months. I was exhausted all the time, and that's when I found One Peak Medical. My family life got better because I was more attentive and more energy. Because of One Peak Medical, I'm back doing everything I love to do.
Hormone balancing can help with fatigue, anxiety, pain, and much more. Call or book online today at onepeakmedical.com.
Deciding where to purchase your next vehicle is just as important as the vehicle itself. At Roseburg Honda, our seasoned staff is dedicated to matching you with the right car. From sales to service, our goal is to make sure all of your needs are met, and you leave our dealership feeling good every time you visit. No need to waste your valuable time driving up and down the freeway when the ultimate car buying experience is right here at home. Roseburg Honda. We treat you like family.
Get ready to satisfy your dessert cravings with Mountain Mike's new mini churros. These delicious bite-sized churros are the perfect dessert to pair with your favorite Mountain Mike's pizza, made with only the freshest and finest ingredients, dough made fresh daily with 100% whole milk mozzarella cheese, and toppings to the edge. For limited time only, get 16 mini churros for the whole family for only $4.99. Don't wait. Order yours today for dine-in, carry-out, or delivery.
Looking for more local sports coverage? CBS Sports Radio 1490 The Score has you covered. Check out our homepage at 541radio.com for sports stories, scores, and podcasts. And follow us on social media. 1490 The Score is on Twitter, Facebook, and Instagram. And take the station with you wherever you go with the 541 Radio app. Download the app in your smartphone's app store and get access to a live stream of the station, sports stories, podcasts, and easy messaging with the station and others.
Sun is shining here in Eugene as they get ready for 2 more games coming up this afternoon in the Papa's Pizza Tournament. The Roseburg Dr. Stewarts finish up their 2 games here today. They'll play 1 more game on Thursday, Friday, and Saturday, and then they'll have the championship Sunday, where the Docs would, I guess, theoretically hope that they're playing in 2 games on Sunday. Well, that would mean that they play for the tournament semifinal game, because you've got to beat the number 2 team from the other pool to make it into the championship game, and then you get a second game in the championship game on Sunday at 4:30 before the 4th of July holiday. So we'll see how things go, but the Doc Stewarts right now off to a great start, 2-0 in the tournament, and they will hope to add to that coming up the next couple of days. Taking a look at numbers from this one, Dominic Tourn with the win. Again, 7 innings, gave up 2 runs on 4 hits, 1 walk, 8 strikeouts, and 1 hit batter. On the other side, Caleb Boyles takes the loss. He pitched 5 innings, gave up 4 runs on 9 hits, 3 walks, and 2 errors. Also pitching in the game for the Crushers was Gavin Lyon. He gave up 3 runs on 3 hits, 3 walks, and 1 strikeout in just 1 inning of work. For the offense, only 4 hits in the ballgame for the Crushers. Looking through their lineup, 2 hits for Owen Stolniker. He had a double and a single, scored twice, the only 2 runs in the game. He scored them both. Carson Waples had an RBI single in the game. And then also you had a single for Will Ramos, and those are your 4 hits in the ballgame for the Crushers. On the other side for the Doc Stewarts, 12 hits in this one. 3 hits in the game for Cade Johnson. He also had an RBI as he goes 3 for 3 with a walk and 3 singles, 2 runs scored. Sebastian Watson also had 3 hits in the game. He goes 3 for 3 with a walk, 3 singles, 2 runs scored, and an RBI. Jace Johnson, he was 0 for 3 in the game. Actually, make that 0 for 2 in this game. Had a sac bunt, had a bases-loaded walk for an RBI. Evan Corbin picks up 2 RBI, goes 1 for 4. Daniel Withers had 2 RBI. He was 2 for 4 with 2 doubles. Parker Burke was 1 for 4 in the game. And then you had Braxton Dill 1 for 1 with a double and 2 walks. Carson Dunn goes 1 for 3 with a single in there and a run scored as well. So that is a look at all the offensive numbers for you here today as the Doc Stewarts go to 12-6 on the season. Well, it's time now to name our Mountain Mike's Pizza player of the game. Mountain Mike's Pizza, the way it ought to be. They are gracious enough to donate a $25 gift certificate to 1 player each game for the Doc Stewarts throughout the season as your player of the game. Today for the Doc Stewarts in Game 2, we're going to name Sebastian Watson as our player of the game. Watson goes 3 for 3 and scores twice, got on base all 4 times, and was either scored or left in scoring position. So it was a productive day for him out there. Plus played really great defensively. I feel like the Doc Stewarts did a very good job defensively on the infield. And Watson had some great plays at second base. I mean, you could also credit a lot of the other guys. Cade Johnson made some great plays at shortstop. Daniel Withers made some great plays at third. And even Evan Corbin over at first base had to scoop a couple of balls out as well. The infield played real solid today behind Dominic Tourn, who let the infield help him out. And they did the job. But in good faith of trying to, spread out the love a little bit, there were a lot of guys worthy of the honor today, and some of those other guys have already gotten the awards before, so we'll spread it out and give Sebastian Watson some love today for a great job out there helping the Docs get to the 7-2 victory. So that is your Mountain Mike's Pizza player of the game. Coming up tomorrow for your Roseburg Dr. Stewarts. Let's take a look at the tournament schedule. The Docs will play the Boys of Summer tomorrow at 11:20. That'll be the second game of the day. The Boys of Summer are in the first game of the day against Showtime Baseball. Then they'll turn around and play the Doc Stewarts in the second game. Boys of Summer not here yet today. They are not playing in any of the games today, so we'll wait to see them for the first time coming up tomorrow. That'll be 11:20. Our pregame show will start around 11 o'clock. We'll see. Today was a bit of a scramble, but tomorrow should be a little bit smoother. So tomorrow should be no problem on getting on the air right around 11 o'clock for you coming up tomorrow here from Eugene. So another early start time for us as we get ready for day 2 of the Papa's Pizza Tournament. All right, that's going to do it. Want to say thanks to the Emerald Challengers for hosting this tournament and for the invite to be a part of it. Want to say thanks to the Post 58 Crushers for a great game here in Game 2. And want to say thanks to Showtime Baseball for a great battle in Game 1 of our 2 games here today. Want to say thanks to head coach Jeremiah Robbins, the entire American Legion baseball program, for allowing us to bring you another season of Doc Stewart's Baseball here on The Score. Want to say thanks to Abby Knight back in the studio for great radio production for us here today. And as always, a thanks to you, the fan, for tuning in for today's broadcast, because, of course, without you, I'm just a guy sitting here talking to myself. I'm Joey Keyran. We'll catch up with you guys tomorrow when the Doc Stewarts take the field at 11:20 against the Boys of Summer and Day 2 of the Papa's Pizza Tournament here in Eugene. You can catch the action streaming live online at 541radio.com. The video stream presented by the Cow Creek Tribe, or you can always tune in and catch Doc Stewart's Baseball right here on Douglas County's home for sports, The Score, 92.3 FM and 1490 AM.